Hi guys, today we are going to solve one SQL interview question from Yelp. The data for this question contains information about 100 businesses, and what we are looking for is that we want to find the top business categories among these businesses. So our final result should have two columns: the categories and the total reviews, and this should be sorted in descending order by the total number of reviews, so that the category with the most reviews will be on top, and then comes the next categories which have less reviews. Let's begin by having a quick look at the data. The dataset contains different columns such as the ID and the name of the business, its address, city, and so on. But there are only two columns that are relevant for us, and the first one is the categories column and the second one is the review count. Let's have a closer look at how we are going to use these two columns to solve this question. Let's say that these are the categories and the review counts for two distinct businesses. Now, what we understand from the first row of data is that here we have three different categories, and it means that sandwiches as a category has gotten 5 reviews. Fast food has gotten 5 reviews, and also restaurants have gotten 5 reviews. In the same way, the second basically business has also 3 categories, and we can see that all of these categories can be listed with the same number of review counts. Now let's assume that our dataset consists of only these two businesses. So if we wanted to solve this question, given that we want to return two columns, the categories and the total reviews, sorted by the total number of reviews in descending order, then here, because we have restaurants in both of the businesses, and in one of the first business it has gotten 5 reviews, in the second one it has gotten 21 reviews. So there are a total of 26 reviews for restaurants. Therefore it's going to be the top category. Then comes the next ones, and so on, up until to the point where all of the categories and their total reviews are listed. Therefore, to be able to solve this question, we need to find a way in SQL that helps us split these text files based on the semicolons that appear between them, and then put them on separate lines so that we can sum them up. Let's do exactly that with our datasets. These are the two businesses that we just saw. Now we want to split these text files based on the semicolons that appear between each of the words. So to do that, we can use the string to array function from SQL, and we want to use it on the categories column so that we split the text based on the semicolons. And as you can see, the text the string has been converted to an array which contains all of the words that were basically separated by semicolons. So far so good. Now we only need to find a way to basically have the elements of these arrays on separate lines so that we can use aggregate functions on them. And that we can do using the unnest function. We just use it with the results of the last function, and I'm going to call it the categories column, and I'm going to sum the review count. Let's call it total reviews. We just now need to use the group by function based on the categories. And we also need to order or sort the results based on the total reviews in descending order. And as you can see, it's working. And if we just delete this, it will work for all of the basically all of the data set. And this is basically the result that we were looking for. We can also test it. It's working, and we have gotten to the solution, where we can see that, for example, restaurants is the top business category, then comes food, then pizza, and so on. Now with that, this tutorial would come to an end. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in my next tutorial.